Okay, my apologies, Capricorn. It went out, but nevertheless, the person already knows what this person is going to say because they are accustomed to them. They know how they communicate. But as this person starts to open up, and the red is about passion, this person starts to open up and it's about grounding. This person starts to open up to who they are. They change their perception of how they see themselves, and they start to speak within themselves. And you have a lot of green, so green is about understanding your heart. It's about opening up your heart and seeing the heart of the matter. It's green in this card, green in Stormfields. So the next time they ask you how you are doing, you start to say, you know what, I am done with this life. This is the conversation the spirit gave me. It's like you start to say, you know what, I'm done with this job. Not with this life as in life in general, but the way I've been living, I'm done. I don't think this is healthy. I'm trying to seek out a healthier way to live, a more balanced way of doing things, because you have balancing act. This is where you start to say, I'm looking for a better way to balance out. And the person on the receiving end starts to say, oh my gosh, I've never seen you in this light. I've never heard you communicate like this. So as you open up your heart, you're opening up someone else's heart. And it's about speaking your truth. So whatever soulmate is in your life, they're going to see your truth. They're going to hear your truth. And it's something that's going to change the way they see you and the way you see them, because now they have to respond, because usually they never responded because you just say, I'm okay, I'm fine. And they're like, okay, well, let's go do something else. They don't actually get to know your heart. But as you open up your heart, they get to know you outside of what you do, outside of how you live. They get to know your heart. And that attracts somebody who understands you within your heart. They attract somebody who sees the love within you, because it said your willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You're opening your heart, and it starts with the way you communicate and the way you see yourself. And that is what's going to allow this change from this stormy place and this balancing act, having to do it all on your own, or having to keep your face straight when really you want to freak out. It's going to change in direction to where you feel love all around you, and people are going to be able to help you more within your heart space, because they couldn't hear your heart talking. It's like somebody who's talking, but they're not communicating. You know how people just talk, but they're not communicating. It's like, she just talk all day, but I don't know exactly what she's saying, because you're not speaking from your heart. And that is going to allow this forgiveness to come in. So even if you have been seeking forgiveness or forgiving people, it's how you're communicating. They don't understand that you're looking for forgiveness. They don't understand what it is. But as you open your heart and start communicating, this soulmate is there. They're going to help you see how to open up your heart, and you're going to start speaking. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I love you even more now. Or maybe to attract a new soulmate. It's different for everybody. But you're going to see that love and that forgiveness, because you have a lot of green, which means this is you focusing on your heart. These are the things that I was meditating on. So Spirit's like you focusing on your heart. So nevertheless, Capricorn, I do apologize for having to break your video up. But I want to make sure that you understand the message that Spirit is trying to give you for your weekly. So you have balancing act, just balancing everything, trying to keep everything in order, being neat and professional and organized. Even though all this storm is going on, Jesus is saying, be at peace. And lo, I am with you always. And he did say the best is yet to come. I'm going to continue to tell you that the best is yet to come. You have a change in direction that is going to help you see love outside of business, outside of work, outside of yourself. You're going to see love in a whole new light. That is this whole thing. You're going to see love in a whole new light, because your heart chakra, the main chakra that is focused in your reading, is heart. It's green everywhere. It's heart. You have one red, which is soulmate, which is passion. So opening up your heart, you're going to see that passion. So it's not all having to balance, not all stormy, not all having to work so hard and see so little love. And you guys want compassion and empathy and understanding. We all want that, but that is what you are on the brink of: understanding, empathy, compassion, not just toughness, not just work, not just business, but the subtle love that everybody wants to receive. You need to reward yourself, though. You need to know that even though it has been all work and no play, you still can reward yourself with something that means something. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be over the top. It doesn't even have to be material. It just needs to be something with meaning. It could be a walk at the park. It could be going swimming. Just something that takes your mind off of all the static that you have been receiving. Seeking, you shall find. Seek peace, you'll find peace. If you're seeking the best of you, the best of relationships, the best of love, the best of empathy, the best of compassion, you will find it. Trust and believe me, you're on the verge of finding it. And it's going to come through forgiveness. Know that God forgives you. Know that you are forgiven of all your sins. Know that people around you forgive you. But it's for you to open your heart up and accept it. Accept it. We all fall short of the glory of the Lord. It's just a natural thing. If people don't want to forgive you, accept that as well. They have to answer to God, not you. But you accept that you did the best you could and you have repented. Open your heart, because it's going to change the way you see things. It's going to change the way people see you. Everybody's perception is off right now because of all the retrogrades and because of everything that has been out of alignment. As everything is coming into alignment, your perception is going to change. You're going to see the beauty of everything that you had, everything that you lost, everything that you're about to obtain, because the best is yet to come. And the soulmate is going to start to see the beauty of you, because you're going to start opening up from your heart. The soulmate has been sent for you to open up your heart. The soulmate is trying to get you to see that it's not all about... They keep asking you the same question. You keep giving them the same answer, because they are trying to get you to understand that if you keep responding the same way, you're going to get the same outcome. It's time for you to open up and express yourself. Don't feel bad. Don't think you can't. It's time to express yourself from the depths of your heart. This whole reading is a lot of green, and I'm trying to make sure that every sign knows their chakra and what they need to work on. So yours was a lot of green, which is dealing with your heart. It was green here, it was green there, green there, green, and you know, green is money too. You know, Capricorn's good with the money. Hey, I'm just playing. But it's about you opening up your heart. When it comes to chakra, the green is just about opening up your heart. It's a lot of other things too, but we're going to keep it positive. Please don't nobody bring up the dark, because Jupiter is going back direct, so it's about to be positive. Okay, seek positivity and you'll find it. But the soulmate's trying to get you to see, if you keep responding to me the same way, baby, I'm going to keep doing the same things I do. If you want that soulmate to change, to be shifted, if you want a new soulmate, a new change of direction, or maybe you just want them to see your heart. You're like, my heart is hurt. My heart is hurt, but you have to communicate that. And that is what this person is here for you to do. And once you open up your heart, they're going to open up your heart to you, their heart to you. And everything is going to shift for the better. You're going to see it in a much better light. And forgiveness will start to flow through you, around you. And this is your life change. You're on a life path of forgiveness, which is the same as Sagittarius. So maybe you're seeking forgiveness, but it says seeking you shall find. You're going to find that forgiveness for yourself, for others, for everybody. Because you have opened your heart and allowed your heart to speak, without blocking out your heart or without feeling like your feelings are vain. Your feelings and your emotions are not vain, Capricorn. Speak from your heart. Let it flow. Because, you know, the Bible says, I look at your heart. Because he knows your mind could think things. He knows you could feel things that are not, you know, authentic, not true. So God is saying, I want you to speak from your heart, because your heart is authentic. Blessed are the pure at heart. He said, I look at a man's heart, because I know. So speak from your heart, because this is what God's saying. I see your heart. You want it. I see your heart. I know the Bible says, I know that you have need of these things, but I need you to communicate that with your brethren, I need you to communicate that from your heart space and see those things change for the better. Watch how people see you. They're going to see you in a different way. You're going to see them in a different way, because you have opened your heart up. Catching chills all over, Capricorn. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but this is your reading, and your main chakra is your heart. Creating me a clean heart. Focus on that. Focus on making sure that you're communicating from your heart. When they come ask you that same question, if you got to take a break, if you got to breathe first and say, let me see what my heart says. Let me see what my heart feels. Then communicate. Just focus on your heart right now, because it needs some healing. But God is saying, I see your heart in this situation. And since you want to be in love and you accept our guidance, like you're protected right now and in the future. And it's going to see your path to happy outcomes. You're seeking happiness and peace and balance and forgiveness. But you got to open up your heart. And you got to speak from your heart. And let your heart lead the way. So that's your reading for Capricorn. I could have stayed here all day with y'all, because y'all so in y'all heart. Right now, y'all heart just open and it's just beating. It's like, God, I know it's something. And it's not even in a way that's chaotic to anybody. It's like y'all heart, I can feel the heart of the matter. I could feel a genuine heart is one of them. It's a genuine heart, and it's like people can't understand how genuine you guys really are in your heart, because you say things and you do things that you don't mean, but it's because you're so nonchalant. It's the way you have always been. But the storm came a knocking and the boat came a rocking, and Jesus said, find some peace. But when you were finding that peace and seeking that peace, your heart got open, and you was like, whoa, this is what my heart feels like. So that's your reading, Capricorn. Just continue to let your heart speak. Everything will be okay. You are protected. God is taking you somewhere that is so beautiful, so at peace. And you're going to see how things change around you. I'm going to leave y'all alone, Capricorn, before I fall in love with y'all beautiful hearts. That's how I should put y'all reading, beautiful hearts. Just some beautiful hearts. God is opening it up. And I'm proud. I was about to say, I'm proud of y'all, Capricorn. I'm very proud. But I'm going to leave it alone. That's your reading.